Good day, everyone. Welcome to Virtual Concert Hall's live music channel. Our programs are dedicated to bringing artists, musicians, events, and various wonderful performance opportunities from artists, international stages, orchestras, you name it, from around the world to our audiences around the globe. Again, welcome to Virtual Concert Halls. I'm Anna Tsivinskaya, and I'll be hosting today's program for you from the Washington, D.C. suburban Vienna, Virginia. It's a beautiful day today here. I hope you're having a great time this weekend as well. And today's auditions are dedicated to the opportunity for the artists to perform within the Gala concert season at the Wild Recital Hall at Carnegie Hall in New York City. We are taking artists from the experience of the virtual stage when they auditioning in front of the live judges and hear the comments. So they can interact with the judges and with everyone in the studio remotely. And then if they're selected, they will be performing in one of the most coveted stages in the world at the Carnegie Hall. And today the auditionees from many countries are seeking guidance from the judges, seeking the advice and critiques, suggestions from the experience of wonderful musicians, how they can improve their performance, their practicing, and of course their reach their career and their performance goals. We are very grateful for the collaborations with many organizations around the world who are supporting our efforts and adding their expertise and energy to our movement, to our productions and our programs here, opening the opportunities for artists to reach further and to make more fans and connect with more people around the world. These auditions are organized in collaboration with Price Attractions. Price Attractions is an artist management company which was established 3 decades ago by a fantastic performer and pianist, Dikran Atamian, and we'll have him as a judge today as one of the members of our judges panel. We are very grateful also for the collaboration with the Cicerone Music and Arts, the publishing company in Europe, which is helping us bring the artists' music further through the digital audio platforms and publishing audio albums together with our orchestras and musicians who are in our programs. And of course, many other companies. Thank you all very much for all the support, all the help, expertise, advice, and resources which you are giving to our programs. And of course, it's the people behind those beautiful logos and pictures who matter most, because they are the ones who bring the energy, they bring the foresight and expertise on the table, and of course a lot of resources and helping us organize those auditions and organize those concerts. Thank you all very much. Our channel is now visible and accessible on many platforms, all the standard social media and video platforms. If you're a big fan of Vimeo, we're not asking you to go to YouTube, because you can see us on Vimeo or on Facebook and on Instagram and Twitter and everything. So you can subscribe to our channel. It's always free. All of our programs are free access to public, and become our friend and our supporter by subscribing and clicking that button with a bell, which will let you know when we go live again. And we have many other programs. This today is the third session where we are presenting candidates for the performance with the Carnegie Carnegie Hall season. We also have, check out our website, please. We also have call orchestra auditions for the opportunity to perform with orchestras worldwide. We also audition composers for the performance with the Lena Quartet and Babry Quartet at Carnegie Hall, and to record for the albums with the Chichorani Music and Art. We also auditioning individual artists, ensembles, soloists for performances with the orchestra at Carnegie Hall, and many other programs. Please check our website and be a little bit patient. These are complicated programs and complicated projects, so you probably will need to spend a few minutes reading about them. And now I would like to introduce the judges who already joined our studio. And first of all, welcome and thank you for joining us, Navart, Andreasian, wonderful conductor, winner of many prizes, conductor of the symphony orchestra and choir. And from Armenia, I believe Navart is joining us straight from Yerevan. It must be really late there. Navart, welcome and thank you very much for joining.
Hello, everyone.
Wonderful. And I want to also welcome and ask Jack Price, Dikran Atamyan, to join us in the studio. He is joining from West Coast, across the United States from me. Dikran Atamyan is a wonderful pianist and visionary of new ways of advocating for the artists and managing arts orchestras and individual soloists and ensembles. Welcome and thank you very much for joining me today.
Thanks. No problem.
All right, this is session 3 of the weekend dedicated to candidates who audition to perform at Carnegie Hall within the 7 concert gala program which we produce at that venue. And we have in our studio the 2 candidates for this session, and I believe the first person who will go on stage will be Abigail Nossaman, pianist, performing Chopin Etude Opus 10, number 9 in F minor. Abigail, stage is all yours. Best of luck. Enjoy. Abigail, I believe your microphone is muted. I'm sorry about that little mishap. We need whoever is helping you on your side to please unmute the microphone. And yeah, looks like everything is ready. Thank you very much. We'll give it another start. Russian. Thank you. All right, to the judges now. Let's hear from Dikrana Tamyan.
Okay, so it's Mel Abby. There we go. It's hard to read some of these letters. I think you have the piece pretty well in hand. The left hand, obviously, being the so-called, hard part or the etude. I think in the right hand, though, you can try to not play so vertically, like that, and connect the notes just simply by, I don't like the word transferring weight, but just simply moving laterally up the keyboard and down the keyboard. In terms of the octaves too, you kind of treat the octaves like it's some big octave passage, and if you think of it as a single note, ya da 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 da, da 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 da, instead of like this, it's a little tight in the right hand for you to execute everything in time, kind of. On the other hand, you do take time with these melodic figures, and that's really nice, but you've got to somehow make the whole piece sound cohesive, you know what I mean? Like a complete, like a cycle. And also, I think maybe the mic was a little bit on the close side in terms of the ambience of the sound, the sound, ambient sound. It's pretty tight, the miking. Maybe the mic should be a little bit further so we get the sound of the, what do you call it, room.
Okay.
The other things, you kind of fragment these certain sections. I mean, you have the ba-dum, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, again, and then da-da-dum. And then it sounds like, oh, okay, it's time for the next section. You need to edit these sections together like someone would edit a movie. You know what I mean? So the thing, again, sounds like a complete piece rather than a bunch of edited scenes. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So connect all of the episodic material so it doesn't sound like, okay, it's time for section 2, it's time for section 3, and it's time for the octaves, now it's time for the little filigree up here. You know what I mean? Like, for example, that stuff at the end, that's got to be an outgrowth of the passage before. See what I mean? Not, okay, stop the pedal and then let's play the little snowdrops, up high. So I think the main problem is keeping this piece moving. Of course, that's the problem with most pieces. You gotta keep them moving. But I think it was good. I think you're coming along, and it's gonna improve as long as you're dedicated and keep working at these different problems.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good job.
Navard?
Yeah, Jack said everything. As a pianist, I would like to add only something musically. Think to bring the sentence to the conclusion. And then you begin another idea, another phrase. Because sometimes it is not clear. And I'm agree with Jack. There is a movement inside taram, taram, tarirari. It must move, yeah? Maybe if you think the movement inside, you can bring the sentence to the conclusion. Something like this. And this is a piece when the musician has to be very flexible. Yeah. That's all. But congratulations.
Thank you, and thank you for your time. I'll take that into consideration.
Abigail, do you have any questions for the judges?
I think I'm good. I would like to say thank you, though. I will try to keep the piece moving as I continue to improve it. Thank you.
All right.
You're welcome.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
Yeah, and thank you for the beautiful performance today. All right. With this, we have one more performer, Ariel Zhu, voice. She is scheduled to perform an aria by Rossini, La Pastorella delle Alpi. Now, I would like to hear from my tech team, the producers of the auditions, if Ariel is going to be ready soon. I know she's not in the studio yet. Oh, I think she is in the studio. Okay. All right. Let's see if Ariel is ready. Then we'll just move on to that audition. Oh, she disappeared. All right. Well, while we're waiting for the technical side of Ariel's performance to materialize, now I'm hearing that, yeah, she's here. Okay, great, wonderful. So we have Ariel Zhu, voice, a singer, and she's going to perform an aria by Rossini, La Pastorella delle Alpi. Ariel, the stage is all yours. We're looking forward to your performance.
Som bella pastorella che scende ogni mattino e t'offre un cestellino di fresche e frutta e fior. Chi viene a primo albore avrà vedozze rosa e pomero già dose venite al mio giardin. Son bella pastorella che scende ogni mattina cestellino di fresche frutta e fior. Oh, 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 alla capanna mia ritroverai cammin. Venite un passaggero, la pastorella è qua, ma il fiore suo pensiero ad uno sotterrà. Venite un passaggero, la pastorella è qua, ma il fiore suo pensiero ad uno sotterrà.
Thank you so much for beautiful performance. That was a very high note you got there at the end. All right, to the judges, let's hear from Navart.
Oh, thank you. Ariel, tell me something. How old are you?
I'm 11.
Wow.
Wow.
What? 11?
Yes.
Okay. For an 11 years old girl, you sing well, but to sing this kind of melody for you, at this age is dangerous, because your voice is not yet done. Means that here inside, vocal muscles are not ready. Because of that, you have breath problems, because physically you cannot endure the need of physical force, you know?
Yeah.
So if you can sing things less difficult than this one, yeah, I think it will be better for your voice for the future.
Thank you.
You see? So there is a problem of breath. It's normal. That's normal. Because I hear the air passing through vocal muscles. They must be closed. They are not totally closed. It's also normal at the age of 11. It's very, very dangerous for your future.
Okay.
Very. So, very calmly, you sing not so high things, yeah? Because singing high notes, now it's easy for you, but it can be very, very difficult for the future. It's very dangerous for the voice.
All right.
Speak about that with your teacher, and try to find compromise between what you want to sing, what you like to sing, but also your physical capacity and your age. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Because you mustn't lose your voice at the age 18, 19. Yeah?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Preserve the development of your voice for the future. You got a beautiful voice, by the way, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Jack Price, Tigrana Damian, please add your
Well,
comments.
I must say my prognosis is not so severe, or
No, it is not severe.
it's
It
not,
is the
no,
reality.
I know you're
It's a
trying to
help
be
to
encouraging.
her.
I know.
It's a help.
Yes,
I
know.
don't want her lose her voice, because it's
No,
very
no,
beautiful.
I agree. I mean, the piece is possibly a little beyond her at this point, but I think she does a remarkable job. Ariel, right? Yeah. You do a remarkable job. By the way, you look much taller than 11. You seem
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
like Jack and the Beanstalk, you know? It's like, it's quite, how tall are you? Do you know?
I'm like 4.
Yeah, for 11 years old. That's right. You are right.
Very tall.
She's
4
tall.
feet?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't know that's
Let me
tall
put
for
my
Ariel.
glasses.
Okay. You
Yes.
look much taller, but anyway, I think you have a very good future. I think that the voice is interesting. It's very clear. You have a little intonation on the high part, like, some of the high notes were kind of pointillistic. They just come out of nowhere. I think the smoothness, like in the last contestant or whatever applicant, you need to, even though she was a pianist, I think you need to connect things. It's all connective tissue. In a way, you're singing bop 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 instead of da 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 dum ba da 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 dum ba da dum. I mean, you have to ask yourself: would I sing it this way? Would I conduct it this way? I've noticed in some of my teaching lately, these people don't really conduct or sing in their pieces. These are pianists, of course, and I think conducting, even if you're a pianist, you have to conduct the piece and say, would I conduct this way? What I'm doing at the piano? I mean, I don't think so. Sometimes, So you have to, I would say, think of the music away from the instrument, which is your voice, right? So don't sing and think about what you're going to do musically, Like, how would I play or sing this passage? But don't sing it. Don't do it with the voice. Just imagine it and imagine the tones. You know, it's like a French horn player who has to imagine the notes. You know, they don't have much control over. They have to think about, well, where is that F? It's very tricky. The French horn, hard instrument, and it's kind of like vocal stuff in that you have to imagine, like Queen of the Night, all those notes all over, da 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 da, way up high. It's pretty hard to do that at that volume and speed. And in this piece, I'm not familiar with this aria, but you've got some, there's some tough parts, and I think you're approaching it like the top note. Oh, this is really difficult. You should approach it as if it's simple and linear and not so, but not so, karate chop kind of thing. It's a little too abrasive, your approach to the music. It's too, again, I would say it's note for note rather than feeling that harmony. Your pianist was good, by the way. He gives you a very good idea of what is going on in the piece harmonically. And I think you have to listen to the piece with all the guts to it, all the harmonic variation in it, the tension, the volume that he's creating or the orchestra would be creating. It all adds to the textural experience. Right now, your voice is kind of in our face, you know what I'm saying, rather than controlled, much more subdued in a way. You see what I mean? But, you're singing well, especially for 11. It's kind of amazing that, you can sing that musically and hit the notes basically, pretty well. You should listen to, there's a singer named Edita Gruberova. You should listen to her. She's absolutely sensational soprano and one of the greatest, I think, and somewhat maligned and overlooked. She's had a big career, but, she doesn't have the name that some of the other ones do, like Birgit Nielsen and, Beverly Sills and all these people from the past. But Edita Gruberova, it's almost like her trills are almost like pianistic. They're almost instrumental. They're incredible delineation. And I think if you heard some singing like that, you might be able to mimic it and, try to emulate this kind of legato and connection of the notes. That's what I would do. I don't know. I'm not a singer, but I do sing a lot.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, judges. Ariel, if you please unmute your microphone, and if you have any questions, please ask the judges if you want to know more or you want some clarification. But you need to unmute your mic first. If there is someone helping you out there, please ask them to unmute you. You're muted. Ariel? I don't know, maybe something with the
Cannot
connection.
hear her.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. Well, if you have any questions, you can always go back to the YouTube or another platform and write a comment, and the judges will respond if you have any questions. All right. We can't hear you, unfortunately. Maybe something happened with the microphone connection. But thank you very much for performing this aria by Rossini for us. And this was Ariel Zhu, an 11-year-old amazing soprano. This concludes the session 3 for the auditions for the performance, an opportunity to perform in the Gala concerts at the Weill Recital Hall at Carnegie Hall. And again, I want to thank the judges very much. Let's show the judges for one more moment. Dekran Ataman
No problem.
and Navart Andresian, thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you more in the auditions. We have more auditions coming up. First of all, there is one more session today, and then in short 3-4 weeks we have the orchestra auditions for opportunity to perform with orchestras worldwide and to record with orchestras worldwide, and that's auditions for the upcoming next season. We're nearing the end of the 24-25 season. Summer will be a very busy time for all the artists preparing the new programs, and for us to prepare everything for every one of you to join in the next auditions and in the next concerts with us. Thank you very much. If you have a few words to say to our candidates today, Tikran, please.
Oh, I think they're, these younger people are, well, the important thing is to, and I didn't do this, but to find a really good teacher that you kind of identify with and communicate. My teachers in formative years were quite, shall we say, appalling. and then I got some good ones, but it's kind of hit and miss all the time with trying to find the right education. And I think that they have to make sure that they're doing the right stuff early before they get into some really bad habits. But I think these two are, they're promising. Yeah.
Very good. Navart, any conclusion?
Yeah, I agree with Tigran. What I like with this competition, with the auditions, yeah, the century was changed. So before, when we were young, we had to be the best before to be presented to a competition or to an audition. It's changed now, which is very good, very, very good thing, because it gives them to be sure of themselves, yeah, that we couldn't. Yeah. And this is something very important, very, very.
Yep, and a path to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much, Navart, for this comment. Exactly. What's the best way for the artist to grow is to perform. And it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect before you start, before you can't. It's like a catch-22. You need that experience to really grow as an artist. Yep. Thank you so much. And with this, I want to thank also again all of our collaborators and our sponsors and helpers, our partners who are working together with us on producing those auditions, the concerts, the albums, and helping us to help artists reach their highest potential and also reach more audience, bring more people into the realm of classical music and interaction. Thank you all very much. And of course, many thanks goes to Virtual Concert Hall's fabulous team of producers, audio and video engineers, and directors of the show. Thank you very much, Ante Božić-Kudrić, who is the director of the show today, and Fran Rusinovic, who is our tech director, and the technical director of the show today, preparing all the performers and all the judges, and myself, helping us look and sound the best on this virtual stage. And with that, I'm saying goodbye, but not for very long, because we will have session 4 in just a few hours. Stay with us. Tune in for more great music in these auditions. Bye now.